Hi, welcome to Qigong practice today. We're going to use Qigong to help us manage stress. We've got a few exercises here. All of them are designed to take the negative energy out of the body and throw it away. This is energy we don't want to take in and transform. We want to clear out before it does any damage. So we're going to start as we did in our first unit with just some gentle bouncing. The first time we did this, we used it to get in touch with some power from the earth. But this time we're going to be thinking about sending the energy down into the earth. So just close your eyes. And as you're shaking, just start from the top of the head. Anything that makes you like the Peanuts pig pen with all that swirling stuff, just let it start to go down, easing out of the head, easing out of the shoulders, letting go of anything on your lungs and your heart, anything that grabs you in the gut. Let it just move down past the hips, the top of your legs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, anything that keeps you from walking, let go of it. And send it down into the earth where there are so many composting beings who would love to take that energy and do something good with it. So you're not polluting the earth, you are refreshing it. And it'll give back to you in a bit. Let's gently ease. You can keep that going for as long as you need to in your own practice. Whenever you just feel like there's stuff you just want to shake out. Some days this might be gentle, some days it might be kind of stronger, but that's completely up to you. And let's gently open our eyes, stop our shaking. Now we're going to just feel like we are a rug that just needs some beating to get the various dusts and fibers and hangers on that we don't want anymore. So just give yourself a good tapping inside, outside of the arm, chest, just feeling all of those dust particles leaving your body, around your belly, your buttocks, the small of your back, and down into the legs. If you do this on a day with sunlight pouring in, you'll see all the dust leaving. Right? It's a wonderful metaphor. And then just shake out. Shaking your wrists and your feet is another great way to get rid of stress. And so is massage. So just massaging your neck. This is something you can do in just a minute at any time in the day that you've got any kind of stress at all. Give yourself a massage on your neck and your shoulders. Another clearing is to take whatever you've heard that is stuck in your ears and just let go of it. That's a metaphor. The Chinese actually know that there's a lot of acupuncture points on the ears, so this is a great way just to clear them. I don't want to hear that little voice repeating over and over again anymore. Another clearing exercise is just to tap your head. Tap your head all over. And one particular place that you can tap is to put your hands on either side of your cheeks and thump the back of the head. This is the cerebellum and the brain gate, and it's a place that negative emotion can get stuck, and just kind of pat it to get out, and then release it. Good. Now that you've got rid of a lot, let's take one big gathering breath. Breath is always another great way to release stress, the very act of breathing. And as the hands come down, we feel that same thing we felt with our shaking, that we're just letting negativity come from the top and down into the ground. Let's try that again. Deep breath. That signals the body to relax. And then our arms, as they engage with our body and the chi in the body, just send a message to relax, to send back down to the earth anything in the body that should be gone. Beautiful. Now that's usually enough on a day to get rid of anything you want to clear. But some days are harder than others. And so I want to give you a few other exercises that you can do for those days where stress has come at you hard. The first one is literally a clearing of the environment around us. We learned in the first unit about body maps and how our brains extend out like a Da Vinci man to the tips of our fingers and out this whole area. Our body thinks is us. Our brain does not stop at the edge of our skin. And so anything that's gotten into this bubble, or what's known as personal space, can affect us. So what we're going to do is just scoop all of that energy. And then our brains get filled, bombarded by all kinds of stuff, our Facebook, the news, the TV. So let your hands come up over and clear everything out of the brain. And all of this then comes into our very life force, sappiness. So take your fists and pull up to that life gate point. Remember that life gate point? And you're going to take the accumulation of all of that, rise up onto your toes and go, ha, ha. Let's try that again. That feels pretty good, doesn't it? All right, reaching for all of the stuff around you that you could do without. Coming up and grabbing everything that's invaded your consciousness that you don't need. Take everything that's contributed to the sapping of any of your energy, pushing against the kidneys, raising up on your toes and going, ha! Now, you might want to warn your children before you do that. All right, that is just when your environment's kind of messy and kind of angsty and an environment that just doesn't quite feel right. Now, how about if that really is already inside and it's your emotions that are heavy, weighty? It might be from somebody you love that's in trouble. It might be from something that has risen up out of you, but it's in your heart and you feel it in your heart. And it feels hard to have there. So take your palm, put it right against your heart, put your other hand right on top of it. And you're going to take a deep breath, and as you do, press into the heart. And then on our exhale, we're going to do a ha. So let's give that a try. We're going to go inhale, pressing, and ha! And when you're throwing that energy, don't throw it at anybody. They don't want it either. Throw it right down where it can be composted in the earth. Let's try that again. Hand over the heart, other hand over it. Take a deep breath. And ha! Fantastic. All right, so those are 2 clearing exercises when you really need some power. Now let's try for our last one to balance the energy between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system. We've been learning about that in our more scientific exploration. Let's see how it translates into Qigong. This is a very simple exercise in terms of the body movement, but it's much more of a challenge to do, to track in our minds. It's something that you don't even have to do with your movement. You can do it strictly as a meditation, and it's wonderful wherever you are to have that tool. So what we're going to be doing basically is tracking the energy from the base of the spine, the very lower part of the spine. It's going to go up the outside of the spinal cord, come all the way up, it's going to come to your brain stem, which comes right up in here. And it's good to look at the anatomy. That's why we talked about looking at the anatomy. And it's going to go up over what's called the thalamus. The thalamus is like a skull cap right over the top of the brain stem. And it ties into those areas that produce the stress chemistry, the hypothalamus and the pituitary. They're all right in there. So your focus is going to go up over the top of them and then come down the inside of the spine, which lets the other system, the parasympathetic, get engaged. So we're just going to make a loop. It's going to go up one side of the spine, up over the top of the brain stem, so we're not coming way up here on the head, right over the middle, and then curving back down. And then you can repeat that the other way, especially in your meditation, letting it come up, over, and back down. But for right now, we're just going to do the one way. So let's let our hands come like this. This takes our maximum healing power. So we've got thumbs and index and middles extended, and we've tucked in our other two, our ring and our pinky fingers. And we'll just start with energizing them, feeling the energy between the three fingers. Let's take a moment to feel the thumbs connecting with the thumbs, the index with the index, and the middle with the middle. Terrific. Now we're going to take a deep breath, and as we do, let the arms drop down and engage with this very bottom of the spine. Lean back, stretch your head up, and forget your breath for a minute. We're going to just try to see if we can feel the energy coming up the back, up to the top of the head, and then as the arms come forward and the head straightens, the energy rounds up over the top of the brainstem and then comes back down its way, back down to the fingers. So you can see how simple the movement is, but there's a lot that has to go on in your mind as you're watching, in your body, as you're watching that energy travel back down to your fingertips. So this time, let's add the breath. Let's go inhale, connect with the base of the spine, let the energy rise up. And exhale, press, and let it flow back down. Hands coming from it. Till you catch it at the base of the spine and send it back around. Inhale. And exhale, resting over. And coming back down. Let's try it one more time. Inhale, let the energy coming up the back of the spine. And exhaling, letting it come down the front. And reach your hands up and feel the energy coming up the inside of the spine, coming up the inside. This is where we're going to be working with the meditation that's also in this unit. And letting it press back over and go to the back. Back down the spine. And coming back to resting again too. Lovely. We'll take one gathering breath to end. And your palms together. And bring them down, feeling the tips of your fingertips reaching your third eye, calming your mind. Palms reaching and connecting to the heart. and just feeling the safety and the refuge in that. Thank you.